Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking all about Universal Orlando. So these are my top 5 tips. Let's get straight into it. So my first one, again, this might work for some people, might not work, but for us, riding Hagrid's at the end of the night worked perfectly. So we did all the rides that we wanted to during the day. Hagrid's is normally between an hour and 2 hour wait, even at opening, even with early entry. Always the longest queue, and it is well worth it. No spoilers here, but I was very impressed with the ride. And at the end of the night, it was an hour and a half wait, I believe. And so we thought, you know what, we'll just jump in the queue, see what happens. We got on within 45 minutes and we managed to get straight off and go back into the queue again and ride it twice at the end of the night. Everything else was closing, so it was really great to do it in the dark as well. It just, I think, added a bonus to the experience. So for me, ride Hagrid's at the end of the night when you've done everything you want and you're willing to stand in a queue for an hour, 2 hours. It might not always be that kind of time, so definitely for us, ride it at night. Number 2, if you are wanting to kind of make the most of your Universal trip, maybe you're only going to spend a few days there, it's worth thinking about booking a hotel down there for a couple of nights. Maybe staying on site at Disney, maybe staying at iDrive, or maybe you've got a villa but you might just want to make the most of your time, or you just want to stay at Universal. There are 3 hotels that will give you the express pass included with your stay. So that is the Hard Rock Cafe, the Lowe's Portofino Bay, and the Lowe's Royal Pacific. Now, it can be a couple of £100 a night, I believe, upwards to stay. So say you're doing 2 nights, maybe 3 days at Universal, but you're going to get express passes for those days that you're there. So if you really crunch for time, you want to make the most of it, there's a good way to do it. A lot of people here in the UK, they'll use their Tesco Club Card vouchers to exchange them for points for like booking.com, hotel.com, etc., and get it for a cheaper rate. You can just look online. You don't have to book direct with Universal as well. You can book it on other hotel booking platforms and still get the benefit of the express pass. We did think about doing it in our November trip, but we just didn't end up doing it, and luckily we didn't, because I did get very sick on that trip and unfortunately had to spend some of the days in bed at my hotel. But it is a good way, especially if you kind of want to do Universal at the beginning or the end of a trip. Just book a few nights stay there, get the express passes, you can bang out loads of rides and you can make the most of your experience. Tip number 3, bring a poncho. You will get wet. So if, like me, you love water rides, but you don't really like getting wet, I don't wear ponchos on the rides generally, and obviously in the Orlando heat you will dry very quickly, but you will get very wet. I mean, I went on Dudley Do rides and I was absolutely drenched, and then I went on Popeye's Bulldog Build Rats, something like that, afterwards, and you got even more wet. We did the Jurassic Park ride as well last year, and depending where you sit, sometimes you're not going to get wet, sometimes you're going to get soaked. So if you do really like water rides but you're worried about, you know, your outfit or getting wet or anything, just bring a poncho with you. It's great for the Florida showers, and it's great for the water rides, because honestly I was absolutely drenched. If I can find a picture of one of the times that I did the water rides one after the other, we'll pop it in here. So yeah, I love water rides, and you will dry off it, but it isn't nice feeling soaked. So yeah, bring a poncho. Number 4, if you are staying on site, you can get your merchandise shipped to your hotel. So if you're buying anything in the shops, you don't want to carry it around all day, you can tell the person at the desk at the tills that where you're staying. They'll take your information, they'll get it sent. I think it's sent to you within 24 hours and it'll be sent to your hotel for you to collect. So that's quite handy. I know Disney used to do a service like that. I don't know if they've quite brought it back over COVID, but Universal has, as far as I'm aware. Also, if you're not staying on site, you can still do the same as just a regular day guest, because you can get it sent to the Universal shop outside in City Walk and collect it at the end of the day. You just need to remember to collect it at the end of the day. Another tip is parking obviously is quite expensive. So if you are driving, it's $27 at the moment to park at Universal. That is obviously for the day. If you have like annual passes and stuff, it's different discounts, but roughly it's $27. If you park after 6 PM, it is free. Now, the theme parks might only be open for another few hours, but you'll still be able to jump on some rides and bits. But City Walk has got lots going on. You've got the mini golf there, you've got a cinema, there's a nightclub, there's bars, there's restaurants, there's souvenir shops, chocolate shops, there's sports bars. So there's loads going on if you just want an evening out and it's kind of just for the night, or you just want to wander around, you know, Harry Potter World for a couple of hours. You can go after 6 p.m. for free. Fun fact for Universal is you can mail letters from Hogsmeade. So if you're a huge Harry Potter fan, there is a place there where you can actually send a letter or a postcard to anyone in the world. They get a special stamp on it and it gets mailed from Hogsmeade, which is quite an interesting touch. If you've got a fan, a friend or family, and you want to send them like a little surprise gift, you can, or you want to send it to yourself, just see what it's like. So that is my fun fact for Universal. Thanks for watching. Again, please like and subscribe, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!